My daughter came home with her hair cut in perfect straight lines. When I confronted her teacher, she looked me dead in the eye and said, "He said you'd come eventually." When I demanded to know why she'd targeted only the Asian girls, she picked up the scissors and whispered, "Because their beauty makes them visible, and visible girls get taken." I reported her that morning. That was 4 months ago. Yesterday, my daughter read her victim impact statement in court. Ms. Williams didn't blink, but her hands shook the whole time. My daughter came home one day with her hair shorter than when she'd left that morning. "Did you cut your hair at school?" I asked, touching the blunt ends. She looked down at her hands. Ms. Williams says I must be pulling it out from stress. That didn't sound like Chloe at all. She's the kind of kid who spent 3 years growing her hair out just to donate it and then immediately start growing it again. But I figured 7th grade was tough. Maybe she was anxious or something. Then 2 weeks later, it happened again. Another inch gone in a perfect straight line. "Chloe, someone cut your hair," I said after dinner. "Tell me what happened." She started crying. "I don't know, Mom. I swear I don't know." She seemed genuinely terrified, and Chloe tells me everything. We'd stayed up until midnight last week talking about her crush on Jackson Miller. Something was really wrong. I started texting other moms from her grade. My phone exploded, but not how I expected. Grace Huang's daughter had the same problem. So did Monica Yoon's. Kelly Tanaka typed what we were all starting to realize. Wait, is it only the Asian girls? That Thursday, I left work early and waited in the parking lot. At 2:15 p.m., I watched Ms. Williams lead 6 girls, including Chloe, into the old music room. All of them were Asian. My heart was pounding. 25 minutes later, they emerged. Chloe's hair was 2 inches shorter. "What were you guys doing in there?" I asked in the car. "Getting measured for graduation," she whispered. But that made no sense. Graduation was 7 months away. The next morning, I walked straight into Ms. Williams' classroom before school started. She was arranging scissors on her desk. "We need to talk about my daughter's hair," I said. She looked up and studied my face for a long moment. "He said you'd come eventually." "Excuse me? Sit down, please." Her voice was strangely calm. "I've been waiting to have this conversation. Someone's been cutting my daughter's hair." "I know. I've been cutting it." She folded her hands on the desk. "Your daughters, Lily Zhao's, Emma Watanabe's, all the Asian girls who look like her." I stared at her, my mind trying to process what she'd just admitted. She wasn't denying it. She was confessing. "Why?" My voice came out as a whisper. "Because they need to learn." She picked up one of the scissors, turning it over in her hands. "Their hair is too beautiful, too perfect. It makes them targets." I gripped the edge of her desk. "Targets for what?" "For men like him." Her eyes went distant. "My daughter had hair just like Chloe's. Long, silky, black. Everyone always commented on it." And then one day, she set the scissors down with a sharp click. One day she came home without it. My stomach twisted. "Someone hurt your daughter?" Someone noticed her. Ms. Williams stood and walked to the window. "She was 13, same age as your Chloe, walking home from school when a man started following her. He kept calling out about her beautiful hair. She ran, but he grabbed her ponytail. Her hand went to her own short gray hair. She had to cut it off with her house key to get away." I felt sick, but something didn't add up. "So you're cutting their hair without permission? Without telling anyone?" "I'm protecting them." She turned back to me, her face hard. "Do you know how many girls get targeted because they stand out? Because they're too pretty? Too noticeable? I'm making them invisible. Safe. That's not your decision to make." I stood up, anger flooding through me. "These are our daughters. Your daughters who you send out into the world like lambs to slaughter." She moved back to her desk. "Long hair they can grab, distinctive features that make them memorable to predators. I'm doing what you won't." I pulled out my phone. "I'm calling the principal." "Go ahead." She sat down calmly. "Tell them a concerned teacher is giving free haircuts. See how seriously they take that." My hands shook as I scrolled to find the school's number. "You admitted to assault, to targeting Asian girls specifically." "I admitted to cutting hair that grows back." She leaned back in her chair. "And I focus on the girls who need it most, the ones who look like my daughter did, the ones men notice."